Hi, MBGraphics here. Today we're gonna look about how to make an HD picture out of a regular JPEG file. Okay, first off, open your picture. I'm gonna use this car here that I photographed myself actually. Okay, there's a lot of ways to do this. Many people copy the background layer, change the blending mode to overlay, and drag up the exposure. That's not what we're gonna do today. Today we're gonna do it this way. Okay, start off by, well, I'm just gonna see here if it's okay. Now, first of all, I'm gonna do this. This is optional, but I always do it. I take a gradient map over it, change the blending mode to soft light, and that way it will make it darker and kind of a more contrast in it. And drag down the opacity. You can see the difference already. It's pretty alive. Now I take the levels and change the whiteness up a little bit. Now it already looks pretty like HD, but not quite. So we're gonna do one more thing here. First we're gonna merge our layers. Once we're done that, we'll go to filter. First you're gonna have to copy your background layer. So drag this down to this little icon here. Drag this down and it will be duplicated. Now we have a copy of our background. This will not affect anything, you can see here. Okay, go to filter and blur, and then we'll go to surface blur. The reason we're doing this is because I usually keep it at 9 by 15 pixels. 9 pixels and 15 at levels, threshold and radius. Okay, it depends really on the, you're just gonna have to play around with it and press OK. Just gonna wait for it to load. I'll be back. Okay, we're almost done here. Now you can see what we did with this surface blur is we removed, or at least reduced, the pixelations. You can see here, without this layer, it's pretty pixeled. You can see dots everywhere. You can see here we have some spots and kind of pixeled. Now with this layer we'll make it smooth. You can see the difference. This will make your picture definitely HD, but don't overdo with the surface blur because it will become bad. It will become like it's an painting or something. So after this you're gonna have to go to layer and merge visible. Okay, this time I'm gonna use a gradient map, although this is optional. Soft light again. You can change the color if you want. Pick another thingy here. I'm gonna play around with the settings. Cancel. Again, this is optional. No force. Okay, I'm just gonna change the saturation a bit. You go to, adjustment layer, then hue and saturation. Here we have the saturation palette. That means I'm gonna optimize this, and the color will become more you see the point. Okay, layer and merge visible. I usually do this all the time because I can't stand a lot of layers in the palette here, in the layers palette. This is a pretty HD looking picture, and I'm just gonna show you the original one here. Nope, it's not it. I'm just gonna take the history brush tool and just paint all over it. I'm just gonna pause here. Now here you can see the original JPEG. Now I'm just gonna show you what I mean by HD look. Okay, here's the original one, and here's the HD look. Original and HD. Thanks for watching another tutorial from MBGraphicsTV. Comment, rate, and subscribe.